Welcome. I'm Andy Huddleston with Wyatt Insurance, and today we have Jonathan Addington. Jonathan, would you tell us a little bit about your company?
So first, I'm Jonathan, president of JM Addington Technology Solutions. This part isn't relevant at all, but I've got 8 kids and a dog, and everyone always wants to know that.
Okay.
3 of them are adopted right here out of Knox County. So, anyways, what we do to help businesses, we secure small and mid-sized businesses in Knox County so they don't experience ransomware or other cyber attack. Specialize especially in financial firms, insurance, CPAs, title agencies, that sort of thing, along with a lot of parachurch ministries, nonprofits. We're the only firm in Knoxville that brings stellar cybersecurity to this set of clients.
That's great. Would you tell our audience, if they're a business, what are some practical, step 1, step 2, step 3 measures they should be taking to prevent a cyber attack?
To prevent a cyber attack, I can tell you the 3 core things we put in place.
Yeah, that's probably better.
All right, yeah, so when we onboard a new client, we always find at least 3 things that need to be fixed. And in order of importance, first, their Microsoft 365 is never locked down the way it needs to be, which puts them at a lot of risk for client data loss, someone getting into their email, that sort of thing. Second, security on computers is never implemented properly. Period. Just isn't. Means one person clicks the wrong thing, the whole organization is infected at once. Third, our clients have usually purchased a lot of security tools but have never gotten them implemented correctly. It's like locking all your doors and windows and then leaving your garage door open. It's not helpful at all. And so all 3 of those are where we see our non-clients lose tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And then from just information, like on the individual side, I guess I could say, talk a little bit about passwords or multi-factor. I'm going to say the word wrong, authorization or authentication or whatever.
Close enough.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So, but explain the importance of having your passwords done the way that you would prefer it, probably than the way most of us do it.
Yeah, so you need to have a different password for every site, and most people think I'm absolutely nuts when I say that. Dead serious. Every cybersecurity expert is going to tell you the same thing. Because what happens is you have this site over here that gets hacked. You don't ever know about it. They've got your email address and the password that you're reusing. I know you're reusing it. And then they just start hitting every other site until they get in. And so if you've got a unique password, then that's the only site that gets compromised. You have to use a password manager to manage unique passwords for every site.
What are some examples of those?
Yeah, so I use LastPass. It's probably the least friendly tool you can use, but one of the most secure. Dashlane and KeePass are 2 other ones that are very popular.
And they store your passwords?
They store your passwords, yeah, because your passwords will be completely random.
Massive, right? Yeah, like 20 digits and different.
Yeah, my Google's like 100 characters long.
So it's just hard to replicate, and like you said, it's different for each site.
It's impossible to replicate and different for each site.
That's great. What about the multi-factor?
Yeah, so the multi-factor is for if someone does get your credentials, unless they have your phone, they will not be able to log into the site. And again, every site you've got to log on in needs to have multi-factor. Has to. It is just way too easy for attackers to get in without it.
And those are things individuals can be doing as well as businesses.
Yeah, I mean, both. Every account that either someone has as a business or an individual or a consumer, all of them, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, your bank, whatever, all of them need multi-factor.
So switching gears a little bit, say a business gets cyber hacked and they're working with a cybersecurity firm. What are they call you, hey, this incident just happened. What do you and your team do after the event happens to get involved?
Yeah, so first I'm going to plug us and say these are always new clients because none of our fully managed clients have ever had an incident like that. When we do get called in, there's 3 things. You've got to get the attackers out. Seems obvious, but it's important. Step 1. Second, you got to go through and secure the things that the previous provider did not, plug the holes that someone got in through. And then step 3 is the most painful. Sometimes you've got to reset up the whole network if you can't clean it out. every computer, every server, sometimes even the whole Office 365 has to get thrown away and you start again. And that can be really devastating to a small business. 1 out of 4 businesses will actually close their doors after an attack like this.
1 out of 4. Wow. Well, in essence of time, we could talk more. This is something that's happening more and more in both of our businesses. Every day we hear something, every week for at least. Would you tell people how to find you, or if you want to plug your website or events you got coming up, anything like that?
Yeah, sure. So our website is jmaddington.com. You can find me on LinkedIn, Jonathan Addington, or jmtech.co/LinkedIn. It'll take you right there. Our office number is 865-240-2716. My email is jonathan.addington@jmaddington.com. If you contact us at any of those places, you can get a link to my calendar for a 15 or 30-minute consultation, strategic consult on cybersecurity. So morning, I'm usually booked at least 2 or 3 weeks out on these consults.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Cybersecurity it's a big deal right now, and if you're not using somebody, you need to at minimum call and have a 15, 20-minute conversation with somebody who knows what they're talking about.
Absolutely.
So, thanks.
All right. Thanks, Andy.